Hello, everyone. Welcome to another webinar of Winalize. My name is Roger. I'm the Chief Operating Officer and co-founder of Winalize. Today, we're going to talk about the future of underwriting. There are mainly two reasons why we have chosen this topic. The first one is because underwriting is one of the pillars and one of the most important processes for an insurance company. And the second one is because this topic was chosen by some of our followers on LinkedIn. So thanks to everyone who voted on the poll. And if you don't follow us on LinkedIn, I encourage you to do so you can be choosing the next webinar content. So let's begin. There are 6 questions I would like to address on this webinar in order to give us context about the underwriting innovation and the future of it. First of all is, why do insurers want to innovate in underwriting? What are the reasons behind? Then we will see what is the industry in terms of innovation, how is underwriting nowadays. We will also see what type of solutions to innovate in underwriting are out in the market, what are the challenges they offer when partnering up with them, and what are the benefits they can provide. And of course, we will finish by saying, how do we think that Winalize underwriting will be like in the future? So starting with the reasons why insurers want to innovate in underwriting. As always, data is one of the most powerful answers to any question. According to a survey run by Guidewire, the 5 or 6 top priorities for insurers in 2021 are the following: enabling digital transformation, delivering service excellence, achieving profitable growth, accelerating product launch, and driving process improvements. These 5 points that I mentioned, if we think about it, are completely aligned with underwriting. Underwriting can be digital, underwriting is a service we provide, underwriting can lead us to have more growth. It's also related to product launch, and we can also improve the process. So that is why we consider underwriting is indeed one of the top priorities for the industry. And that is why insurance companies are considering innovation. So nowadays, what is the industry in terms of underwriting innovation? Of course, there are differences depending on the insurance company, on how digital they are. We see differences between MGAs. We see differences between the size of insurance companies. We see differences according to the type of products they offer. But let's have more or less an average quote for commercial insurance. So imagine that we are a business owner and we want to have a quote for our business insurance, property insurance. And we go to an insurance company website, and what we find is a submission that takes us an average of 20 minutes to gather, confirm the data we are inputting, and sending it to the insurance company. And then this information reaches the underwriting department of the insurance company. 20 minutes more review, and then they can update the customer with an offer. I am saying 20 minutes as an average. Sometimes it can be more. Sometimes we've seen insurance companies that take even 2 days to give an answer to a customer. So this is a very long, manual, and inefficient process for both the customer and the insurance company. So this makes clear why would insurance companies want to innovate in this space. We need to make life easier for everyone. So in terms of type of solutions we find that are innovative, we've seen some of them, and including Winalize, that claim that only by gathering name and address of a business and doing our analysis, we collect all the information necessary for the underwriting process available in hundreds of data sources. In our case, we collect the information that is traditional, let's say the information that we need to fulfill the submission process, and the information that is not traditional, but is related to the risk of this business. And as an average, more than 70 data points per business are provided. There are some other players in the industry that claim to do similar things. Located in the US, we find Carpe Date and Planck. In the UK, Digital Fine Print. In France, Continuity. And Winalize in headquartered in Spain, but with employees in Europe and the UK. We all do similar kind of things. Some of us are faster, some of them, of the other ones, are slower, let's say. But the point of this slide in Zoom is to represent that this is a space that is getting crowded. Data analytics solutions in the commercial insurance space is something that is getting more and more investment. It's a space that is having more and more companies and startups created around and is indeed growing. And that is because insurance companies are demanding these type of solutions. So what are the challenges? When we think about partnering up with one of these providers, if we are an insurance company, we need to consider at least four very important points. The first one, obviously, is the cost. The economical cost. Is it within our budget? It's very simple. The second one is the time. Not only the time that it will take us to implement the solution, but the time that it will take the provider to implement their solutions in our system, and also the time that it will take them to gather and collect the data that we need to automate underwriting or to bring efficiency to this process. Also, IT is very important to consider. Do we have IT capabilities and resources? Is our IT department available to get involved in this type of project? If they are not, when will they be available? Because we need to align IT, our team, and the provider, the solution provider, to make sure we can all work together at the same time. And also, what type of connectivity is going to be the optimal one? Is the provider saying the API is the best way, but do we have an API? If we don't have an API, how much will it cost to have an API? Is there any other type of solution to connect our systems? We at Winlight have solved this issue very well. We can connect with API, with web service token, even online platform, FTP, and so on. Understanding every IT department is different, every insurance IT capabilities are different, and we need to know what do we have internally and how that makes easier or more difficult to connect with a provider. And the last pillar for me is probably one of the most important, if not the most important, is culture. If we are starting a process where we want to innovate in underwriting and automating this process, we need to take into consideration that many people have to be involved in this type of project. And some of them have been doing the same type of work for the last several years. So coming one day into the office or into the virtual Zoom call and saying, hey guys, I found a provider that says that it's going to automate 80% of our underwriting process by only 2 clicks. That might be difficult to understand and to assume for many people. Some people will see that as a threat, and we need to make sure it's not a threat, but it's something that will make their lives easier. And some people will not be sure about relying on this type of services, will not be sure about relying on the data provided. So we need to make an assessment. We need to sell internally this solution. And one of the best ways to do that is, first of all, making sure we're taking the time we need to take. And second of all, a lot of times it's very helpful to have, let's say, allies or other managers or teammates that can rely on this type of solutions and can help you, let's say, spread this culture and convince the rest of the teammates that these type of solutions will make everyone's lives easier. We are humans, and it's natural to not be open to have radical changes in our lives or in the way we work. But these changes, innovative changes, will be beneficial for everyone. That's the message we need to share. And of course, if we combine these four pillars, then we will make sure to bring underwriting into the future. So benefits of implementing these type of solutions. We save customers time. We make this process quicker. And because this process is quicker, we are increasing the chances of this customer to purchase this insurance. Sometimes we don't really want to compare between providers. If someone gives me the price in 2 minutes and I like the price, I will buy it. I don't want to have this kind of headache or go further with this process. And many people are like that. So we gain underwriting efficiency when we automate these processes. We reduce the amount of manual tasks and checks that we need to do. Of course, we're also improving the data accuracy. If we get open data, we can increase the data quality that we have internally. And because this data is better, we are diminishing the portfolio risks. Underwriting businesses or underwriting clients with a better quality of data means lower risks and therefore lower loss ratio and lower claims. So if we manage to implement a solution like this, if we manage to convince all our team, align everyone, and start in a production mode, how will be our underwriting process? How will be underwriting in the future? Again, this is something that we cannot predict for sure, but based on our experience, this is where the industry is going to. So let's imagine again, we're a business owner and we want to have property insurance for our business. We go to the website of the insurance company and we see, in order to get a quote, we just have to type in the name and the address. And then we see the offer and all the coverages that we need. Tailored, personalized, with a very accurate price and risk assessment. And that's it. Life is easier for the customer and for the insurance company. So I hope underwriting will be like this in the future. What do you think? Thank you very much. If you would like to know how Winalize can help your corporation or your insurance company to gain efficiency and optimize costs in any type of commercial insurance process, please get in touch with me. We have costless demos for every insurance company. We basically analyze a bunch of customers or a bunch of businesses and then share that data with you so you can assess by yourself if the data we are sending and we are providing adds add value to your corporation. If you have any question, please feel free to use the chat on, I believe, this site. If not this side, then that side, or on the comments below on the video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next month.